Yo, what up, YouTube? Today we got scammer opens my camera, but is shocked to find, shocked by his own webcam. I don't know if anybody's seen this shit on TikTok, but this shit, I love when they show the cameras of the scammers, and then they like see it's themselves, and then they get scared as shit. They're like, because it's like, what the fuck do you do? Like, you're exposed. Like, it's over for you, dog.
This is a scammer pretending to be from Microsoft. And
My
today
question is, like, if you catch a scammer, like, what do? Call the police?
he will be opening my camera, but be surprised by his own webcam on my computer.
Support my work for $3. No, bitch. How about you
With
support
this
my
webcam
work,
scammer, I got pretty lucky. Usually the scammers that I get work in offices on desktop computers that do not contain any form of video capture device, which makes it impossible for me to get a visual grasp on the operation that I am investigating.
Right.
Every now and again I do get lucky and get to access
I love this
CCTV.
shit. Bro, what really be going on in these places? Like, it's like a little scamming office or some shit. Like, scammers really have full-on, like, office, like, little cubicle things where they scam people at. And they just sitting there, like, laugh and talk to each other. Like, they all look like, he looks a little lonely, but, like, they all look like they're having a good time, bro. And how are your legs that fucking crossed up, bitch?
Cameras or even a laptop in a scam office, which is pretty much always the device of the boss of that call center, like in this company, this one, and this one. And these scam bosses and other laptop
And
scammers
I think I
as well.
said this before, but how do they have, like, why would you, if you're a scammer, like, how do you have security, like, CCTV cameras in the fucking, in the building? Like, why would you do that if you're doing illegal shit?
These
It don't
scam
make
bosses
sense.
and other laptop scammers as well are usually smart enough to
Or I
realize
guess
the
they probably,
potential
like, say it's for, like, some other work shit, but really they just be scamming or something. I don't know.
threat of people like me hacking into their call center and take precautions in case things actually do go wrong.
Yo, they're fucking idiots. Like, how do they just not cover their cameras?
With scam baiting videos getting millions of
Like, you're
views, the
dumb,
scammers, their
bro.
paranoia is at an all-time high, as they are also a big part of the scam bait audience and are now going as far as putting plastic bags over their CCTV cameras or
Why is
even
it even there in
completely
the first
removing their
place?
security system in case they ever get hacked. When I first started making these videos,
Ew,
most
bro.
scammers were not working in an office, but from home on their personal laptops due to the situation created by the pandemic that forced scam bosses to change their
Motherfucker
operations
just has fat titties hanging out while doing, like, work shit. Like, bro, get your life
from
together,
physical
bitch.
to a remote call center.
Yeah, they always be like laying down or some shit like this. Like, bro, just sit the fuck up. Like, damn, like, get a coffee or some shit. Sit up, like, get yourself
This is
together,
why I
bitch.
was able to get a bunch of untaped webcam connections back in the day to expose by, for example, showing a scammer his own webcam as my computer desktop wallpaper. Alright, mister,
That's funny
as you can
fuck.
see, I
You
know
would be-
exactly
bro,
who you are and what you
That
do.
would be, like, so much crazier to me than just seeing my face pop up.
So,
on a
I
camera.
don't care.
these days it is very unusual to
Your
get
face
connected
is
to a
up on the
laptop
wallpaper.
scammer, let alone one with a working video interface. But every now and then I do infiltrate remote call centers with scam agents working from home, in this case pretending to be from Microsoft.
So they can get into your computer. They put a lot of viruses in those websites so they can get into your computer and steals your credentials and the personal data. These errors and the warning messages has been
Look
sent
at
to
him,
your
bro. They
computer
be,
by
like, laying
Windows
down
to
and
inform
shit.
you that
It's
whenever
weird.
you come across with any kind of
Shut up,
problems
you're a
with your
fucking grown-ass
computer,
man.
you got a
Work,
couple of
man.
other problems going on with your computer that needs to be rectified right now.
This guy's name is Anant. And he is
Damn,
part of a remote call center that employs about 70 scammers. And these scammers are all pretending to be from Microsoft, all working from home, and all have a program on their machine called SamePage, which is a chatting application where the scammers can communicate with each other as a sort of replacement for the physical interaction that these guys are missing. On this chat application, they mostly talk to each other
Bro, you
about
won't
how their
you
calls
won't believe
went,
who the
report when
fuck I
they go on
scammed
breaks,
today,
and
bro.
ask for technical support, which are pretty typical
Today, I
things
got
that
a
are also
12-year-old
discussed in physical
boy.
locations, but the anonymity of online interactions
dumbass
sometimes
little
lead
boy,
to very
like-
atypical behavior.
You know how many fucking gift cards he bought me?
Themselves in a rather racist manner, completely mocking their victims, and this atypical behavior in regards to the victims did not just occur over chat, but also over the phone.
The
You want to get
fuck?
on my computer and do it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Fucking.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh
I
yes.
said always a little fruit fly in here,
I know
bro.
that you are just wasting your time because you don't have any other work in your life.
What is your name? Tell me what is your name. Fuck yourself.
Every agent in this remote organization is assigned to a certain team, of which there are 7, and these teams are ran by one supervisor that is responsible for the performance of their team. And they, for example, have the task of listening into calls to see how agents can improve their performance, and therewith also boost the team's performance, which will raise the amount of money that
Boost their performance. Motherfuckers get mad after 2 seconds. They don't say their name. Alright, fuck you, bitch. You won't say your name. Fuck you.
the supervisor and the agents will make. This performance
get
per
fired
agent
from
is strictly
scamming,
monitored by the
dumbass.
supervisor in a very detailed spreadsheets file that shows the individual target of stealing $12,000 a month, which would mean that with 70 agents, these guys have the yearly aspiration of running off with $10 million. If one scam agent is lacking in performance, it is up to the supervisor to determine why this is the case, and to then also
can't scam
motivate
that
this
much
agent
and
to do
not get
better
caught.
by, for example, downloading old calls and writing an entire essay on
Bro,
how
this
this
is why
person
the
can
world's
improve
gone to shit,
themselves.
bro.
This call check-in is part of the supervisor's to-do list, which also includes them having to track their agents'
bad.
live performance, motivate them to do better, and so also make sure that the goals are hit by, for example, hosting a weekly Q&A session.
तो है कि 16 घंटे की शिफ्ट है 16 घंटे में जब कॉल
He's got footage of all this shit, bro.
बता रहा हूँ 3 पेमेंट आई 3 में से 2 गिर गई.
If the supervisor is doing their job properly, the agents have perfected their script and are motivated to make sales, these scammers can steal a lot of money from people.
Because your computer is
$10 million a year,
messed
though?
up
That's
very
fucking
badly.
insane.
So it's a malware program that attacks users running Google Chrome, Opera, Firefox. So many work needs to be performed by the certified technician, ma'am, okay? So the first option which we have, that's for the 1 year of network firewall security, and that will cost you one-time payment of, $399.99.
$400 fucking dollars.
And why there is a requirement of getting the phone number and calling me back? What is the requirement? And why there is a reliability on the third person who's your friend? Why can't you take the decision by your own?
The most popular way
always
of
get
stealing
mad
money
and
these
shit.
days
They're like-
with this specific scam is to tell the victim
They'll
that
be
their
like,
bank has
it'll be some regular person talking about like, all right, let me just like make sure with this person to make sure like we have the money to like be able to pay this right now. And they're like, but why can't you just make the decision on your own? Bitch, calm
been
fucking
compromised by
down.
hackers and that they have
How do
to
you
wire
get
out
any
every
fucking
single penny
scams
to a
done?
secure account. But luckily, these scammers are outdated with their methods and steal smaller amounts of money than usual.
Okay. I got my checkbook out.
The cost of the security, my technician has already informed you. The taxes he mentioned are the 9.75% taxes you have in your state. And the technician fee is for the 2 technicians who are going to do the entire repair work today. Your total amount comes out as a total of $979. Where I'm not mentioning
For
any
what?
cents, just to keep it as a round of payment. We
To
do
not-
have a dedicated plan for
To
the
get some
senior
viruses
citizens,
off?
a discounted plan.
$1,000
where
to get some
a
viruses off your
permanent
computer?
security system. That
I thought
means
even a fucking
it is
grandma
once
wouldn't fall for
activated,
that shit.
You never have to go ahead and redo these securities again. That's something I can suggest you. If you're looking for something which can give you a better value to the money, this is what you can opt for. This would be the total itself.
Bro, you're at the price of
not
like
today. Not today.
a fucking
Pretty much the
iPhone.
only way that these scammers will take their payment is through checks that the victim has
Oh
to
my
present to their
God.
webcam as soon as the scam is over, and also ship it to one of the
Yeah,
scammers
bro.
their merchant addresses
Who
as
took
well.
all these-
As soon as the scam is
all
over,
these
scammers will
photos
take
got
their
leaked,
payment
bro.
is through checks that the victim has to present to their webcam as soon as the scam is over, and also ship it to one of the scammers their merchant addresses as well. What you saw in the intro is me pretending to be a victim that made a check for the scammers, but once I uncovered my webcam to show the check, the scammer's face popped up instead. More about that later. These webcam snapshots of the checks
said,
will be
"Here's your
saved to the
check,
scammers
bro."
their hard drive, which means that I'm also able to get these pictures and estimate how much money these guys actually steal compared to their
much. I'm
yearly
seeing
goal of
$2,000,
$10 million.
$400,
I managed to locate and
$900.
download 68 checks totaling an amount
Who the
of $59,170, which means an average of $870.
You know what is beyond me is like the amount of like dumbass scams that I see where like it'll just be like some Mr. Beast is giving away a free iPhone. Click here and sign up now to get your free iPhone. And it'll be in some random YouTube comments. And it's like, I just know motherfuckers are clicking that shit, bro. Like whether it's a little 4-year-old who's on their parents' like iPad or some shit, like, or it's just dumbass people. Like I know people are clicking that shit and getting scammed. Like You can't fucking be doing
$70
that in
stolen per victim,
2023 anymore,
but this
bro.
average amount of money is actually closer to a median of $500. A couple of huge checks boosted the average by being an amount of $2,400, $2,500, or even $3,500
I
just
mean,
for technical
never
support.
me, bro.
You might as well buy a new computer
Never
for that
fucking
money,
me,
or
bro.
10 new computers. These checks also revealed
Literally,
to
you
me
might as well-
fraudulent US-based
deadass.
money laundering companies that these victims are
Like,
writing.
what the fuck? How dumb can you be, bro? It's like if you have a virus on your computer and that's what you're paying for, why would you not? If it's like $1,000, why would you not just buy yourself a whole new computer?
Checks too. The
Fuck.
companies that I found on the checks are Nova Tech, laundering 93% of all checks, and Techies, clearing out the other 7% of victim money. In case that these two fail someday, the scammers have another 22 companies that they can send money to, such as Intellectsoft, CloudMind, 24/7 Tech, Ranventions, Radiant IT, and
Is
many
tech support
more.
even
The
real,
weird
bro?
thing is
Like,
that
is
they
there
present
actually
themselves to
like
their
a
victim
real
as Nasdaq
Microsoft
IP
tech support, or
security
is
or
that shit all
Syntax
just made
IP
up?
security, but these two are
'Cause
not
I've
even
never
real
needed to call
companies and are
some
not in the
fucking
merchants
Microsoft
list
tech
either.
support.
Nestec IP security. From more than 10 years, we having thousands of customers using our services 24/7, 365 days. We are online technical support provider. This is our official website.
The fact that these guys don't claim to be from Microsoft on the call is a little more ethical than the typical scam center, but their pop-up still reads that they are directing you
It's always the same as pop-up. Like, anybody who's been on the internet for a while, like, we've all seen this damn pop-up,
from
bro.
Microsoft.
Every single
They
one
also
of us
just
have.
connected a victim's computer, take files of their devices, and store their personal information in
Yeah.
an unencrypted way on their unprotected laptops. Also sharing sensitive details on their
I'm not
chatting
gonna lie, I
application,
kinda wanna get to the
accessible
good
to
part.
any scammer.
Because this is
with
like a lot of
Microsoft,
fucking
like a virus
information that I don't
pop-up.
really need.
Call the victim and warn them before they ship out their checks. Another way to save people is by putting a stop payment on the checks once
Most
they come in.
replayed right here, bro.
My webcam.
Oh.
Move what?
Oh my god. Oh.
I haven't been able to track him down in the chatting application. The supervisors are all using fake names, but most of the
I'll watch it
agents
from here,
aren't,
bro.
which made it quite easy for me to find out who they are, especially the ones that have left their cameras untaped, like Avnish, Puneet, Anurag, and of course Anand. Since they are scamming from their personal laptops, I was also able to identify most of the scammers through their personal files, like car registrations, PAN cards, regular pictures, and vaccination records.
This is this is definitely some like old person found some new technology and took a photo, like type shit. Like that's just what it gives. Like,
Even though these guys are
Modern
working
day
from home, it does seem like the
boomer
operation is geographically concentrated, as the
takes
agents
a
are only
photo.
spread out over 4 different states in northeast India. I think we have seen enough information about these scammers.
Yes.
Now it is time to have some fun with them and disrupt this operation even further. Let's start off by interrupting some victim calls.
You're talking like a Donald Duck, for Pete's sake.
What do you mean by that?
So what do you want me to do now?
I'm not doing anything to you, sir. We are getting connected to the computer so that we can check your computer.
Yeah. You're like Donald Duck
is
again.
hacking like
I'm
this
so sorry,
illegal
sir,
for
that
the
my voice is
YouTuber?
like Donald Duck.
Tell me the ID number and the password.
Sir, tell me the ID number. Hello?
Tell me the ID number and the password. Read the
I don't know
ID
what the
number.
freak you're talking about. You're talking like Donald Duck.
I'm not talking like a Donald Duck. I don't.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on?
You want to talk to me?
Bro, fucking old people getting mad is funny. You're talking like a Donald Duck.
Number and the password.
Like they seriously get confused and they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh my god. I recorded that. Oh my god.
Now it is time for the ultimate troll, which is wasting his scammer's time by pretending to be a victim, giving them a check, and then present him with his own webcam on my computer.
Important security message.
Thank you for calling online support. This is Adam Watson. How may I help you?
I'm not sold at all. Bro, you gotta work on that voice.
What's going on?
Will you please lower down the computer's volume? Master volume is up in front of you. Make the volume 0.
Okay, it's 0
Make it completely 0.
Yeah, it's 0 now.
Did you type that in www.ultraviewer.net?
Allow remote control.
Alright, I got a control on your computer. So I can see that you have a Trojan spyware virus that has been downloaded in your computer. As we believe in secure payment methodology, so you have to make the payment through the check.
I low-key
so
want to
could
do
you please
this
grab
just
a
because, like,
checkbook
I wouldn't even troll
handy
them.
with you?
I wouldn't even go deep and troll them. I would literally just start talking shit like, "So what's up, bitch? Like, who the fuck you think you are?" Like that's literally all I would do. Like, just I would just talk to
I don't
them.
know if
They'll probably
it's
just hang
still
up immediately.
active or anything. I don't know if I have the right.
Removal of each hacker's 60 times 5, 300. One time fix, $300.
The right thing. Can I show it to you? This paper. On my I have a camera.
Okay, for that, my billing manager will take care of that, okay? So do you have any question before I transfer the call to my billing manager?
Hold on. Can you see this checkbook here? I don't know.
That my billing manager will check, okay? My billing manager are the authorized person.
Hold on. I will untape my webcam.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Bro, hello Anand, how are you doing, bro? How are you doing, my man? Anand.
Hello?
Anand, why are you scamming people, buddy? Why are you scamming people right now, man? Yo, Anand, can you hear me? Why are you scamming people, Mr. Anand? And why are you in a tent? What are you doing right now, bro? Mr. Anand,
he's literally.
Why are you scamming people? Hello? Mr. Anand.
My question is, like, I mean, he probably hacked the computer, so like it would still show the camera even if he hung up, but like why do you just leave it open? Like,
hello, sir. He shut down his computer.
He shut it down.
I blocked his mouse input so he couldn't shut down the computer, so he just literally ran to his router and just unplugged the router because he couldn't move his mouse or keyboard.
Oh my god, that's so jokes. He's like, hello? Oh my god. He clearly fell for it. How scared he is. His heart is pumping right now.
That was amazing. I'm used to scammers not saying a word once they get exposed, but you could see it in his eyes that he was scared to death. And the fact that he tried to run away to unplug his router, but he was
That's
stuck.
so awkward, bruh. What a
in his
low
tent.
life, like,
It was
loser,
priceless. Just to rub some salt in their wounds, I thought it would be good to completely shut down their phone system so nobody can get scammed.
Like, motherfuckers will really be so lazy and they'll go through so much work or whatever just to do some shit like this where, like, they literally don't do anything good. Like, you're literally useless. Literally doesn't do shit. You literally just scam people. You're literally lazy as fuck. Like, but it's just like, how are you cool with that?
We can see the agents complaining here
How do you
about
just
me
live with
shutting it
yourself?
down
You're
in
like,
the same
yeah, like,
page chatting
I'm
application
content, like,
and the
bro, I'm
supervisors as
scamming
well.
$10 million
I also managed to log
every
into
year
one
from
of the
people.
bosses, their same page chatting accounts from where I completely destructed their entire communication center by deleting every single group chat,
$12,000
except for a few
a
of them,
month
so that
for
I could
just
still
one person,
completely
bro.
spam those group chats with a rather hateful
Dirty scammers, everyone quit your
comment
jobs.
commanding these people to stop scamming.
I don't see the chat anymore. I just hear you.
That's great and all, but I would have been sending them like just something scary. Like, I have everyone's name, I have everyone's picture, I know where every single one of you lives. That's what I would have been doing, bro. Scare the fuck out of them.
Everyone is on the same page. It's not a single. Oh yeah, no, they're all shutting down scam right there. They all know they're hacked. They all know they got hacked. Oh my god, this guy's shutting down. Oh my god.
What does that mean they're shutting down?
From Aryan.
So you look, sir, what is happening in same page? Please suggest. Please suggest. The scammers had no way of communicating.
Wait, he's scared? He's like asking for help? What is happening in same page? Please suggest.
Scammers had no way of communicating with
They're
each other on the
scared, bro.
same page anymore,
Armpit
so they switched to their WhatsApp attendance group
Arm-
chats to ask their
armpit.
higher-ups what is going on. The guy that we see on screen now is one of the technical higher-ups managing the phone systems, and he seemed to think that this was quite funny that his call center was getting destroyed. I ended up taking control of his machine,
What
and
the
spamming all
hell,
of the
bro?
WhatsApp group chats with some hateful words towards the scammers, and then I navigated towards his customer and sales
Look at it.
database records, which I then deleted. Let's hope that these efforts will take them out of business for a few
Damn.
weeks, because every week that these get deleted. Let's hope
They
that
have
these
no
efforts will take them out of
reports.
business for a few weeks.
That's so
because
funny,
every-
bro. It's like, imagine, like, if you ever thought about, like, for whatever reason, I don't know why you would, but, like, if you can imagine, like, just trolling a whole company or some shit and, like, fucking their whole company business up and everything, like, that's literally what he did, but, like, he did a good thing. You
every
know what I
week
mean?
that these guys don't scam, a total of $415,000 is prevented from being stolen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yo, I know he probably couldn't put it in the video because that would be bad, but like I hope he like put a bunch of viruses on the computer and made it like not work or some shit. You know what I mean? Alright, let me see what the comments saying. Thank you for not censoring their face. I mean, he kind of did sometimes. It's scary how much control you have over their computers. Keep up the good work, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, can this guy not get in trouble? Like, he's hacking people, but he's doing a good thing. But also, it's like, is that really allowed? Like, can he actually get away with that shit? You would donate money on YouTube comments? You're out here doing some good work. God bless. Damn, bro. Motherfuckers really just be making money in the comments now, bro. Thank you so much for not just taking these spineless fucks out of business, but for documenting it and sharing it to us. Yeah. I genuinely feel bad for those old people. I appreciate you raising awareness, bro. Those old people are stupid. They really just be giving up like $3,000. Like, oh, help me get the viruses off my computer. Here's my checkbook. Hell no, bro. I don't care if you're old and technology is new to you, but like, bro, you got to be doing better than that. Like, what the fuck? It's like the same concept as like getting your car fixed. Like, imagine somebody from like the 1980s getting their car fixed, and you have to just know what the right price is to get that shit fixed. It's literally all the same shit, just a new thing that you're fixing or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I understand if they fall for the scams and like big pop-ups and shit, like fine. Like they're old and stupid and don't know how technology works. But it's like when you see a $3,000 fee or whatever saying this is how you fix your computer, like you gotta do better than that shit. That shit's stupid. I don't care what nobody says. Damn, bro making money. Bro making bread. Alright, make sure you like the video.